So immediately, my mom barged out. I'm talking about barged out. Left front door now opening. Left. So my dad looking at me. He like, you know, your mom is very upset. So I looked at him. I'm like, but Dad, I didn't do nothing. He like, she said don't talk to the neighbors. I'm like, I know, but I'm like, she always overreact. Couple of minutes later, my mom come. It's Beth, Nikki, Joanne. It's Joe. We got a full house at the bro. We got a full house at the crib. We got a full house at the crib. So boom, Beth like, hey, what's going on? Why we all here? So my mama say, Nikki, can you go over there by my son? So Nikki come over there next to me. Boom. So she like, okay. She say, Roshan, what'd I tell you? So I'm confused. Like, you told me so much. So I was like, I hit her with the, I don't know. She say, every answer's gonna count how the way I'm gonna hit you in front of these people. What did I tell you about the next door neighbors? So I was like, you told me don't go next door and don't be their friends no more. Now I didn't know if I supposed to say because they was nasty, but I knew for some odd reason I knew I better not ad-lib that in. So I was like, that you told me don't go over there because you didn't want any more problems out of me over there. She like, and what did you do? I was still talking to them. Who were you talking to? I'm like, in the back of my mind, like, come on. So Nikki looking at me. Everybody, it's quiet. Everybody looking at me. My dad standing up. My mom and dad standing up looking at me. You got Joanne and Beth sitting there. You got Nikki sitting next to me. My hands sweating like bullets. Okay, booty cheeks clamped. I'm like, I was talking to Nikki. She say, but what I tell you? I say, you told me don't talk to the next door neighbors. And what did you do? I'm like, went to talk to the next door neighbor. So guys, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me go on ahead and give y'all a little story. She say, so I bought a scanner. And I bought a headset because, you know, I'm deaf in one ear. She used to always say that. You know, I'm deaf in one ear, so I like to hear stuff up close. So I bought some headphones. I said, best headphones. I said, I don't want to be walking around with these little things sweating my ears out, but I still bought them. She said, and I proceeded to put them on. And I'm looking for the scan after scan after scan. And all of a sudden, I hear a voice that sounded familiar that I recognized. When I found out the voice, I stayed on the channel. Because I was like, I know my mind ain't playing tricks on me. Clear as day, I hear Nikki and I hear my son and they're talking about kissing and hugging and what you want to stick in her? So I was just like, now she said, cause you ain't gonna have one. You ain't gonna have one. Try me. You're not gonna have one, Roshan. So I was just looking. So Joanne like, so wait. So you guys been talking on the phone, Nick? Why you didn't tell me? And Nikki was like, I didn't want Beth to be mad. So Beth like, you been talking to my sister. So Beth trying to get rowdy with me. So my mama like, yep, was talking to Beth, and it's been for months. I just been sitting. Why you think you wasn't getting no whooping? I'll skin you alive. I was just letting you slide. She was true enough letting me slide. So boom, Beth want to run up on me in our living room. So my dad like, hold on, wait. So he look at me. He like, hey, Roshan, just go in the kitchen. So she like, you up here trying to talk to my sister Woos? Now, Beth always had a crush on me. But you older than me. And I wasn't even looking at Beth like that because you looked like a boy. Like, I ain't looking at you like that, Slim. Boom. My mom embarrassed me. Chokes me up in the kitchen. whoops me really bad. My dad had to get her off me. Beth come back ringing a bell, like telling me to come outside. My mom tells me straight up, because my mom mad. She like, I'm going to teach you a lesson. She say, I told you that they not your friend. They not your friend. I told you that, but you want to keep on being friends with the enemy. You want to go on over there and let them so they can tell. You know what? You just don't get it. So since you want to do what you want to do, get out. Go out there and go see what Beth wants. So I'm like, but I don't want to go. She said, go out there now. I said, go. So I looked at my mom. I said, okay. I went out there. Beth said, so you talking to my sister? So my mama, she sent a report. She said, oh, this going to be good. So I said, no. So she said, no, come downstairs. So my mama said, get off my stairs. So I get off stairs. So I'm like, okay. My mama said, you better put your hands up, because if she hit you, don't look at me. So I'm like, I ain't put my hands up. I'm like, because if Beth hit me, it's on and popping. Beth said, so you talking to my sister? You talking to my sister? I'm like, man, chill. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no problems with you. She like, why you talking to my sister? I don't want you. She swung. Wow. She hit me. I'm like, man, like, I didn't know if I could hit her or not. Because my mom, I didn't know if my mom wanted me to get hit. And at the point, it was like I was confused. Like, do I stand up for myself? And my mom gonna stand up for me? Like, what do I do? So Beth hit me. Boom. She like, we supposed to be friends. I'm like, you always telling me how we gonna be friends. She like, no, you want my sister. She hit me again. Boom. But this time she hit me on the side. I'm like, oh, my mama like, that's what you get. That's what you get. So I'm like, so now I'm amped. She like, so you want to date my sister? I'm like, hit me again. Hit me. But while I was talking, I was coming up on, boo, 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 boo. I went off. I lost it. Then I'm like, come on. Oh, I'm headbutting her. Nikki comes out, which is her sister. Her sister come out like, Beth, stop. Beth, like, my head. Her whole right here was bleeding. I was headbutting. My mama like, stop. I'm like, come on. I lost it. I blanked out, but I was there, but I lost it. My mom grabbed me. My dad comes out there. Hey, cut it out. I'm like, come on, hit me. Now I'm hitting myself. I said, come on. I'm tired of everybody. No, hit me. I lose it. I'm losing it. My mom don't get my... At that point, I felt so... Nobody had my back, which was very sad and heartbreaking. So I was hitting myself. I was taking it out on me. I didn't care what happened to me. I didn't care if nobody hit me, beat me, whatever it was. Do whatever you got to do, because I'm finna come for you. And I let it slide. And I was just like, at first I was like, do I really swing on her? Is my mom going to help her? Is my mom going to be mad? Like, I was thinking I was very lost. So boom, I go in the house. Beth crashed. Beth like, no, you here. Like, I swear to God, when I see you. She already told me. She like, stay away from my sister. I'm already going in the house. My mama like, why? I'm like, why what? She like, why did you do all that? I'm like, she hit me first. I'm like, she hit me again. She's like, I don't know who you're talking to, but you better calm it down, sir. Pump your chest down. So she like, pump your brakes. So I pump my brakes. I calm down. So I say, because she hit me. I'm like, it's not my fault. So I'm crying. Boom. My mom like, you're on punishment. I don't want to see your face. I don't want you talking to them. If Beth run up on you, you better be ready to fight. You bring this up on yourself. This is your bed. You can lie in it. That's how my mom left me. Just like that. In my mind, I go in my room. I'm heated. I say, you know what? I'm going to leave. I'm finna leave. I'm not telling nobody. I'm just finna straight up. I'm finna go. It's over. I'm finna go. I'm so tired. I'm finna go. So I start grabbing like a few items. So I'm like, man, I need my bag. So I went in our hallway. I looked, made sure the coast was clear. I grabbed the luggage bag. Boom, as I grab my luggage bag, I get a do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm like, who is it? Open the door and find out. I'm like, what you want, Caleb? He like, popcorn. I'm like, all right, make it yourself. I don't feel like it. I'm playing the game. I'm like, I go to the door, I open. I'm like, Caleb, I'm busy. He like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. He like, you like Beth's sister? I'm like, how you know that? He like, because mom was on the phone telling grandpapa about it. I'm like, mom don't know nothing. He like, oh, you mad? Did she whoop you? I'm like, more like B. He like, she always hit you hard. Caleb always said that. Boom, Mark comes up. He like, hey, bro. He like, what you doing here? Caleb like, none of your beeswax. Make me popcorn. I'm like, all right, shh, I'll make you popcorn. He stormed. Boom, boom, boom. Back to his room. He slammed the door. He like, uglies. He slammed the door. So I'm like, hey, go downstairs with me. He like, wait. I'm like, what? Don't touch me. He like, what's wrong with you? He like, you mad because mom whoop you? I'm like, bro, I'm tired of mom. You think it's a joke? You finna see. Now I already know what I'm up to. I already know what I'm finna do. I already know what plug I'm about to pull. I already know what I'm on, Slim. I already know what I'm on. You feel me? You picking up what I'm putting down. So Mark like, look. He like, I got something rolled up for us, but it's gonna be good. I'm like, good? I'm like, just give me half of it. He like, why? I'm like, just give me half of it. I'm smoking in my room. I wasn't gonna tell him I'm about to deal, because at this point, I couldn't even trust Mark. So he was like, no, let's just smoke outside. I'm like, no, I'm already in hot water. You trying to get me outside? I'm already in hot water, dude. No. N-O. No, nada. Can't do it. No. So he end up, all right, so he go downstairs. He come back up. He give me half. He like, you good? I'm like, yeah. We do. I say, get a handshake. I say, hey, I'm gonna always love you. He like, why you say that? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, right? So, boom. He leaves. He go to his room. Pack up my bag. Let up my window. I throw my bag out the window. I look. I'm like, making sure. I'm like, wait, I gotta pee. So, I go to the bathroom. I go pee. Go back to the bed. I go back to my room. I lock my room door. Climb out my room window. Let myself go. Pull my cell phone out. Now, my mom had got me this cell phone. It's not mine. My mom gave me the cell phone, but I'm running away. I'm gone. So I called Jamie. I'm like, hey, can I come over there and stay with you for a day or so? She like, yeah. She like, you can come through. We smoking right now and playing cards. I said, all right. Now, Jamie stayed far. Jamie stayed like about an hour and a half away. All right. So it's going to take me a minute. So, boom. I get there successfully. She got a little get together. She on Facebook at the time. She taking pictures. I go in the room. She like, yo, you came. It's lit. People smoking, drinking, having shots. She stayed in like this complex area. It was about like this lake, but it was like different apartment buildings with different, like a lot of floors. And it was just like people could come out. They was smoking on the floors. We was in like, it was kind of like the Project Hood type. Like I was in the gutter. Like, I done ran away. I'm in the gutter. I'm in the streets. 6 to 10. I'm in the streets. So, boom. She taking pictures and she posting them on Facebook. She got Jordans, baby clothes, all that. So, she taking pictures. So, I'm like, what you doing? She like, oh, I get paid like this. True enough, people was buying the outfits and sending her the money. And she was getting the money immediately and she'd ship it off. So she was making good money. So I'm like, dang. She like, yeah, I just made $900 just off that little stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, we chief and getting it in, right? Boom. I spent a night. The next day, she tell me, hey, she like, look, you want to go to this store with me? So I'm like, what? She like, you want to go to the store with me? She like, I got to go get some stuff. So I'm like, yeah, like, you know, she got me staying there. She got her link card. We finna go shopping, all that. You know what I'm saying? Her twin sister there, so we cool. You know what I'm saying? So we good. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go. So T, which was her twin sister wanted to stay home. She like, no, come with me. So she like, no, I don't want to go. But her twin sister knew like where she was on. So boom, we pull up. We get in the car. We pull up like 30 minutes away, but we pull up at a mall. So I'm like, oh, all right, we at the mall. So she going to go grab stuff. So she like, let's go in this one. I'm like, all right, I ain't really got no money to spend. I ran away. I ain't got no money to spend. So boom, we going to like this store. So I see her like, oh, grabbing stuff. Like, right, she grabbing a lot of stuff. So I'm like, okay. So I go outside the store. So she comes back. But when she leave out the store, she looking like so big, like blown up. I'm like, you good? She like, let's go to the car.